Thank you, darling. It's interesting how the truth can sometimes seem might malleable, depending upon your point of view.
Like how those dime novels make you out to be something you're not?
Jack, don't be starting trouble.
No, he's right. They do tend to exaggerate.
Did they exaggerate your part in taking down the Daltons?
Well, I was there in the flesh, boy, so I saw what happened firsthand.
Die Daltons! Yeah. Lucky Luke. Damit bin ich noch
Those
aufgewachsen.
Daltons were lawmen once, before they all went bad, robbing banks and trains clear across the territory. Until Coffeeville, of course. I was one of the citizens who took up arms that day.
Fighting on the side of right?
I did my best, sir. We all did.
Na, jetzt bin ich aber gespannt. Man nennt mich den Kopfgeldjäger. Oh ja. Beobachte die Natur. Auf dem Weg zu deinem Ziel begegnest du seltenen und wunderschönen Pflanzen. Ja, dann.
It was early morning. One of my friends was a local gunsmith, and he handed out firearms to anybody who'd take one. You see, the Daltons got it in their heads to rob 2 banks at the same time. 2 banks on the same damn street.
Okay, so.
Story was Bob Dalton's girl was always riding him about how he had no ambition. Oh, you're nobody next to Jesse James, she'd say. Finally, the bastard took his brothers to Coffeeville just to shut her up.
Right. It's always the woman's fault.
Ja. Das stimmt allerdings.
Well, the locals recognized the Daltons right off. Before they could get away, half the town took up arms to defend their property. Their first mistake was pulling a job in their own damn hometown. The boys grew up in Coffeeville, so everybody knew them. The bank teller tricked them, telling them the time lock on the safe wouldn't open till 9:30. Well, that gave the locals enough time to prepare an ambush for those sons of bitches.
Okay. Bam!
We got us a hero. Put some holes in him!
Woo! Woo! Da rein.
The brothers paid dearly for their stupidity, but everybody knows they had it coming.
There's more to it than that. I read all about that day, so I know for a fact that it went down very differently.
Gott, wie viele Versionen davon darf ich jetzt da spielen?
First of all, it was high noon. A posse of U.S. deputy marshals were on the rooftop across the street.
Natürlich.
Get ready, boys. They're gonna make a move.
The lawmen had been tracking the Daltons for months, and now they finally had them dead to rights. Among them was a bounty hunter feared by many a lawbreaker.
Au. Schießt denn auf
This
mich?
man had no intention of letting the Daltons slip away. The marshals tried to get the Daltons to surrender.
They'll give up eventually. We just gotta wait to suck the bitches out.
This bounty hunter knew that the brothers were far too proud to ever lay down their guns. So he went in there alone to confront those criminals.
Oh no! Alone, natürlich.
One of the
Natürlich.
marshals shouted, "Where are you going? Are you crazy?"
Hey, where do you think you're going, dumbass? That rifle's mine.
But he paid him no mind. He saw a way to get around to the back of the bank.
Ja, klar. Das habe ich natürlich gesehen.
Then he figured out how to hit the Daltons from a direction they weren't expecting.
Da, oder was?
From above.
Natürlich.
Fortunately, a water tower was right there.
Ja, welch ein Glück.
A moment later, he was climbing up a steep ladder, laughing at danger as he did. It was brave men like him who risked
Oh,
their lives
God.
to tame this wild country.
So, wo geht's dann? Oh. Okay.
We've got company.
Kein Problem.
Men like him did what other men couldn't or wouldn't to make this country free.
Ja, also wie ich das wieder gemacht habe.
Jim Bowie and Davy Crockett, who died defending the Alamo.
Is that Silas Greaves? Son of a bitch!
Okay. Ja. Neuer Level. Yeah. So. Ich glaube, da unten können wir mal ein wenig weiter. Was ist denn das? Höhere Munitionskapazität Gewehr? Nee, was ist denn da? Schnelles Nachladen Gewehr? Nee. Nee. Zoom beim Zielen. Das hört sich doch gut an. Dann gehen wir mal in diese Richtung weiter. Okay.
You can run, but you can't hide forever.
Da war einer. Wow, wow, wow. Oh. Oh. Okay.
Over there!
Up. No, 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 no.
That's Silas Greaves! What the hell?
Blam! Blam! He came away victorious,
Blam, blam.
taking down those thieving Daltons.
Blam, blam. Blam. Okay. Und nochmal. Wop. Na! Was war denn das?
Was Silas Greaves. And when the dust finally settled, he was the last man standing.
Sorry, kid, but that just wasn't the way it
Oh
happened.
no, noch einmal. Okay.
It was early evening, not high noon.
Okay.
I was late to the party and Coffeyville was already up in arms. The Daltons blew up a safe and were all set to hightail it out of there. Those pathetic deputies surrounding the bank were dropping like flies.
Anführer, Liebhaber, Verlierer.
I had been tracking those jokers for months, waiting for them to do something reckless.
There he is.
And finally, they did. Those stupid bastards decided to rob 2 banks at the same time in the same town where everybody knew them. But they still had friends in Coffeyville.
Na, komm her. Komm her, Baby. Naja, von wegen. Bullets wasten. Macht hier doch keiner. Und? Kann ich das jetzt nochmal machen, oder? Nö. Alles klar. Dahinter? Ja, wo geht's hin? Ah, da war einer.
Hey, we got us an eagle. What's holes in him?
And those friends came after me like a pack of wild dogs, tooth and nail. They were coming at me from all directions.
Ja, aber das war jetzt nicht schwer.
I caught sight of the Daltons running with the money and didn't want to lose them. Problem was, they knew the town better than I did. And to top it off, I found myself in the middle of another shootout entirely.
Did the Daltons hole up in somebody's house?
No, it was the Smiths, I believe. They were cousins of the Daltons. And they were shooting at the Browns, who were shooting at the Daltons. Which wasn't any surprise, because those 2 families have been feuding forever. And since the Joneses are related to the Browns, they shot at the Smiths, pissing off the Heimhoffers, whose daughter recently married a Smith. Well, bullets were flying every which way as all the old feuds in Kansas caught fire all at once. There was a hell of a lot of pissed off people in Coffeyville that day. But that's just the way life is sometimes. Shit happens.
Okay. Da hoch? Oder wo, oder wie? Oder auch nicht, okay. Da lang?
The Dalton boys knew I would never give up. Those Daltons weren't the sharpest knives in the drawer, but they always stood together.
Das
They
sieht mir
set
nach einer Falle
traps to
aus.
slow me down and allow at least 2 of them to escape. The third brother stayed behind to
oh,
plant
oh.
me, just in case that trap of theirs didn't work.
Haha, did not work. Did not work. Hello?
It was Emmett, the youngest, and he
Oh.
decided to stand his ground and face me down.
Oh, oh.
I ain't afraid of you, Silas Greaves. This is where it ends for you.
He was determined to protect his brothers. And I understood how he
Oh,
felt.
oh, 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 oh,
Taking me
oh, oh.
on all by his lonesome wasn't exactly a recipe for a long life.
Gott, wie verhält denn der aus?
To the bone orchard. I'm gonna plant you where you stand.
Whee!
But Emmett Dalton survived the robbery in Coffeeville. He's the only Dalton who did.
They say he was shot 23 times.
Well, Dwight, who do you think put all those damn holes in him?
Ja, der hat aber auch viel ausgehalten.
But I have to admit, that boy had grit.
Okay, wir sehen uns in der nächsten Folge wieder. Bis demnächst. Tschüss.